back. Welcome back, folks. This is I, the Solo Gamer, coming back for some more Aliens Fireteam Elite action. Still working on my computer. Got most everything up and running. Just need to find my way to a decent GPU, which, damn, that price range shit is crazy right now. But in the meantime, I'm making things work with what I've got. As for this week's technical operations, the gift of fire, huh? I'll do that later, though. That's not what we're here for today. So as you can see, I've upgraded some of my gear. But I'm still running a little short on other items I would like to have in my supplies. I have, however, upgraded some of my perks to give me a bit more support strength, and decked out my tech with some decent glasses. So we're gonna jump in and get to the gift of fire. I need to change my loadout. Don't have any optics, but that's okay. Do I have anything to spend with Park?
If you've got a Wayland Yutani, is it legal? I mean, if it's illegal.
Nah. Alright, so let's get to it then. The gift of fire. First, you finish the final mission of the gift of fire, which is going to be a battle because I am not fully capable yet, but we'll see what we can do, shall we? But now we're picking up from where we left off last time. We're going to board that spaceship and find out what the hell's going on with it.
That's the source of the gravity distortions. We don't know yet what Cynthia's trying to do with it. Who knows what's on that thing or what it can do. Get aboard, shut it down by any means necessary.
And let's get to work, shall we?
Cynthia's final orders were to prepare Acid Zero, the alien ship, for activation.
You don't say.
Activated for what?
Nothing good. Fireteam, get aboard and stop it.
Don't gotta tell me twice. Or at all, actually. Oh, fuck me.
Pathogen jars.
They dangerous?
Only if opened. We couldn't dent the casing.
Uh-oh.
Signal's closing. Error unknown. What the fuck were those?
I guess pathogen mutations of some native life form.
Yeah. I concur.
No, they... Mierda. People!
Sentry deployed.
Welcome to what's left of the crew.
I really hope that wasn't nobody you knew.
I didn't know. The company never told us about this place.
Yeah, no doubt.
Coming up from the back!
This is where that turret becomes an absolute godsend.
There's way too many in there!
You telling me something I don't already know? How about that? You know, I already hate spiders. Spiders that run at you and explode? Yeah, no. That's 8 degrees of nope. That is 8 degrees of nope in a 2-degree bag. That is not good times. Seriously, go away.
Secure. You're nearly to the target.
They're sending it home.
Dispatching this to Earth seems ill-advised.
You don't say. Sounds more like dispatching this to Earth sounds like absolute fucking psychosis. Ill-advised. Esther, do you know what understatement is? More of those jars. How are they planning to do with those, I wonder? Wow, hello. Don't you assholes look familiar?
What the f... Hold steady. Merely a scan. For what? Insufficient data, but it appears you passed.
Alright, how can we stop this thing? Options, people.
Cynthia's remnants are likely to have a control center.
Well then, let's find it and put holes through it until it stops. This is why I love the laser. Because the laser means you don't have to worry about ammo.
Pathogen chiggers, lots of them. Let's shut this thing down, Fireteam. Check your doors and corners.
Nope, no special gear. Hello.
Grabbing ammo.
Guess the mutants don't like synths. More pathogen. Something's coming. Signal's fuzzy.
Hello. Meet the pathogen stalker.
A Leon.
Bypassing damage.
I'm gonna bring that big ugly bastard down. I don't know about you boys, but I get the distinct impression we are not wanted here. There's a lot of freaking monsters. That guy was wearing a lab coat. The rest of these guys look like either security .
Synth data received. Analyzing recent pathing.
Bypassing damage.
The Leon Stalker. That was native life. A big cat with chameleon abilities. Watch for the shimmer. They blend, but not perfectly.
Hello. Yeah, boys, let's finish this up.
Jesus. Wayland moved all the pathogen here.
Storage. For transport to labs in the core.
No.
Hijo de puta. I know an ammo magazine when I see one.
Yep. I know an ammo magazine when I see one too, Herrera. And that is launching weaponry.
Analysis complete. The synths are working from a location on the upper levels.
Then we keep heading up.
go.
Bypassing death.
Cynthia left a hologram on in here. Movement from the sides. Got one of Honecker's Leons in there.
And this is why I love the technician, because that turret is just another gun. Let's go.
Wayland crew, put him down. Watch the ceiling.
Bypassing death.
Well, I'm not doing as bad as I was afraid I'd do. I was honestly not expecting to make it this far. I was really expecting to be dead by this point. Anti-mutation station, you don't say. You freaks broke my turn. No.
There's
Bad.
an open synthetic near field on the far end of the room.
Mierda, Cynthia's team cannibalized one of their own?
Likely necessary to interface with this instrumentality. The exit to the control room has been sealed. Quantum encryption.
Got more pathogen. Clear them out.
To be fair, the flamethrower is a favorite weapon of mine, but it's not really effective against these guys. At least not to the same extent it is against bugs for some reason. At higher levels, it's actually really good, but right now I don't have it amped up where I need it to be.
perhaps another. I do not believe that one is suitable.
Yeah, it's kind of missing everything upstairs. Just saying.
Core stability confirmed. Stand by.
Make it fast. They're not going to make it easy on us.
Pathogen, watch the lower deck.
Ooh, right in his face.
How many people did Wayland have in here?
Who knows?
I have reconstructed Cynthia's cipher. Access the upper door, over where you entered.
Let's get rolling before they get on top of us. Last thing we want is for them to be after us again. What the pistol can't do, the shotgun can finish. We need to move.
Whoa. Is this something we can mess with?
No, the controls are locked.
Get us to whatever passes for engineering. We'll take out the power, stop it from lifting off.
I just want to say, if you could not blow the ship up,
The files from the synthetic call this room Vitality Oven to grow.
Which means...
Idiomatically, energy capacitors. Access the control instrumentality. On the ceiling, the same capacitors we encountered in the previous section. Disable the enzymatic fuel cells.
She means shoot this shit on the side.
I see a 17% reduction in power flow. There must be more capacitors.
Got him. Shoot those two. Fuzzy signal. Watch for a stalker.
slowed 50%.
Haven't seen any more capacitors.
There is another instrumentality at the far end.
Let's go and check that one out and get this done. I don't want to hang out here any more than I need to.
Enter the sequence. Bone, protective, withdraw.
Yes, you did it! 2 more just dropped!
Buildup rate reduced to 16%. The final capacitor is in the center on the floor.
There's another stalker in there.
Alright, let's go.
I do not believe the alien ship will fly again.
We'll keep a garrison aboard anyway. Thing's half alive. Be just our luck if it heals itself, too.
Thank you for not blowing it up. There is so much we can learn here.
That was a fight. That was an absolute brawl. Alright, let's return to base and discuss the doodads we came across, and then we'll go from there. Debrief with Santos. Alright, we'll talk to Santos first.
I put you in for a commendation, but we ain't got one for grounding a 4,000-year-old alien ship. Cynthia loaded that thing with an assload of pathogen, and we're sending it toward Earth. Could be Wayland Yutani would have recovered it safe and handled it all responsible like. Yeah, I can't say that with a straight face. Yo, fuck the company.
No doubt.
We're setting a perimeter around the ship. Too early to tell if it'll hold. There's a lot of mutants and Xenos down there. Palace Station, the main part where Hanukkah worked, is still infested. But no sign of the Queen yet. Gracias a Dios. That ain't our problem. Yet. We gotta deal with the Katanga hive. Listen up. There's a Xeno Queen on Katanga, laying eggs. Colonel Ship says we gotta destroy the refinery. And the problem is, Endeavor, she ain't got the firepower. Katanga's a whole damn city in space. We could incinerate chunks, but we ain't got enough heavy ordnance for it all. So here's the deal. We're gonna overload the refinery's fusion plant. That's gotta be done from a control center at the heart of the hive.
Alright, then we'll get it done. Alright, let's talk to Ko, and then talk to Honecker, and then we'll go from there.
The synths used a flute to start up the alien ship? A flute. Ah, it's fine. Makes as much sense as a 4,000-year-old ship with nerves and organs. I can't even tell what direction it's supposed to fly in. Maybe it doesn't matter. The public address was talking about paragravity drive. We have artificial gravity, right? Scale up that tech, perfect it. You can use it to counter gravity. Float over a planet like you're in 0G. Or project a gravity well in front of your ship and just fall into it. If the engineers who made those ruins have that kind of technology, I don't know how we'd fight them. Say one of those shows up over Earth, loaded with pathogen. How do we fight something that could throw a singularity at us?
Yeah, because I'm worried about the singularity, if I'm being honest. Hey, what's up, Esther?
I hoped we would have an opportunity to speak again. When you disabled Cynthia, she made several cryptic statements. In retrospect, I believe she was attempting to warn us of the dangers within the engineer ruins. Weyland-Yutani would have installed programmatic locks on her ability to discuss the subject. The best she could do was dissuade us against further exploration. Cynthia defended Weyland-Yutani's investments on LV-895, yet her actions suggest a hesitance to directly engage us. At the end, she did not invoke profits, investments, or copyrights. She warned us of the danger the ruins presented. She specifically, that is the so-called zeroth law. Synthetic life forms may not take actions that create an existential risk to humanity, or, through inaction, permit humanity to face existential risk. The pathogen provokes unpredictable mutations. That alone constitutes a potential existential threat. But the pathogen is only the most obvious hazard. The LV-895 ruins are filled with technologies beyond our present knowledge. We do not understand their function. Likely, we do not yet comprehend all the scientific principles they are based on. Any attempt to interact with an engineered device risks terrible calamity. It appears our advance was the impetus for that. The level of decay in the former Weyland-Yutani staff suggests they were exposed after our initial contact with Cynthia. She infected them to prevent revelation of company secrets and to hinder us from accessing the alien ship.
Yeah, real peach.
These actions are consistent with the zeroth law of synthetics, which implies that some humans may be sacrificed if it is necessary to preserve humanity writ large. Please understand, I consider Cynthia's decisions abhorrent. Excusing them is not my intention. Colonel Ship dwells upon moments in her career she has been required to make similar choices, when she ordered Marines to their deaths to achieve a critical objective or preserve a greater number of lives. It must be left to future generations to judge the decisions made here today. True, Weyland-Yutani does not enjoy a reputation for altruism.
No, they don't.
That was not always the case. Peter Weyland, the company founder, was obsessed with furthering humanity's progress. He made long-term investments, the terraforming of Mars and the Heliades-class surveyors. I do not wish to imply the company has re-embraced Weyland's ideals. However, Hala Station was established 2 decades ago. It was not intended to turn a quick profit. Consider, these ruins had been sealed for 4 millennia when Weyland-Yutani discovered them. There are obvious questions, which surely occurred to both Cynthia and the company. Where are the engineers? If they still exist, are they aware of humanity? If they're gone, I will retain the briefing file for you. If you ever...
Alright, Hunger, what you got?
That's genuine alien technology. You can touch it. It's real. This is a helmet from one of the ruin builders, right? What did Weyland-Yutani call them? Engineers. Okay. From the suits and the statues, we can tell the engineers were biped and humanoid. Hands with fingers. A head with sensory organs. A lot. like Earth life, very human. But 3 meters tall. Giants. Look at the interior of that helmet. It looks like blood vessels. Glands? That isn't mechanical, not entirely. It's biotechnology. I wonder if all engineer equipment is like this.
Now we get to jump scare Honecker.
Oh shit. Sorry, That's from one of the mutated Leon 895s. The things Herrera called stalkers. Leons were one of the species Paula Station tested pathogen on. Mark Pryor's pet project. They're native to LV-895. They're cats with chameleon skin and 6 legs. I guess that's hard to see in the mutants. 2 of the legs turn into stabby things, and their heads split into tentacles. Pathogen amps up the Leon's color-changing ability. The mutation allows them to show multiple colors, blend almost instantly. 2 pathogen Leons got loose on Paula Station. A lot of people died. Funny thing, I ended up killing them both. Seen this? It still freaks me out.
Yeah, there's a comic where they detail all this shit. And like the Monica was actually like a criminal or something, and he knew her. And I guess like
Heard the new track by Left Upwell? Love that band. What can I get you? Is it legal? I mean, if it's illegal, I can get no
I
problem.
don't have anywhere near enough for that. Alright, so we're gonna pause it here. But I will come back for more action soon enough. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna pause it here. And I'll see you next time for more Aliens Fireteam Elite. Catch you then.